Hello, welcome back to my corner of the internet. We're watching episode 2 of Amphibia today. Episode 1 got copyright claimed immediately and wasn't visible for the first 2 days, so that's why you guys didn't get notifications for that. You might have to keep your eye out for this series because I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot. Anne is still in Frog World. I still have a lot of questions, and I'm still mad at her for stealing the music box, but I'm excited to get into this.
Time to eat! Time to eat!
Hold on, you kid. Hold on.
The fact that Anne is excited to eat this bowl of literal slime tells me that this frog world is either incredibly magical or Anne has completely given up, and I'm kind of leaning more towards the second one if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well,
What's the matter, Hop Pop? Frog in your throat?
But like, is frog in your throat even a saying here? These are all literal frogs. I feel like that doesn't quite work in a society where you aren't all humans.
You know what? I'm gonna take a nap. I don't believe this. I feed you, I house you, and this is how you repay me?
That might be the most relatable character in this entire show. What do you mean you're rage napping? The amount of respect I had for him just doubled, honestly.
Count me out.
Polly!
What? I hardly know her.
Would you help me for one of these?
Candy from another world! Lady, you got yourself a deal.
Someone needs to stage an intervention for Polly. First, she's passing out from eating candy. Now she's throwing away her own morals and guidelines for a piece of candy. This girl has an addiction, and she needs serious, genuine help.
Take it to Leopold Loggle, the woodsmith. He loves wood. Almost a little too much.
First of all, I love that we're sticking with the frog-themed names. But also, I know they're talking about literal wood, but that sentence absolutely needed a second draft for this kid's show. Look at his cutie little character design. I love him. His little mustache. He looks like a little axolotl, and axolotls are like my thing, and I love it.
Do you have one we could buy?
Of course I do.
Yeah, this man really does need to fix his way of speaking, because what was that? Why is he leading them on more than my ex?
Tripped on an anvil, landed neck first on a metal pipe, pierced my voice box clean through.
Why is this show trying to get me canceled? They just maybe make fun of a disabled tadpole.
Extremely dangerous doom tree.
If Doom is in the title, I simply will not be attending. They are way too excited for this thing that is actively telling them, hey, I'm a red flag.
Hey, everyone? Yeah!
Again, they are way too excited about the Doom tree. That statue is scaring me. Wait, I like that they didn't even take a picture of the whole map. They just took a picture of what the tree looks like, and then we're guessing this entire walk.
Frogs died here.
Not that I would ever be here to begin with, but if for some reason I did decide to head to the Doom tree, and then the tree titled Doom was surrounded by bones of my fallen species, I would turn my ass around so quick.
1, 2. Did the tree just scream?
Oh wow, the tree called Doom surrounded by skulls of your fallen species is actually cursed? Who could have possibly predicted this? Who could have possibly seen this coming? Everybody. Everybody but you three. What do you mean the tree is a fucked up bug creature? At 0 point could I have possibly predicted that this was going to be the outcome. I should have. Everything in this show is fucking bugs, but I wasn't ready for the tree to turn into one. I wasn't ready. I'm upset. Why did the bugs only crawl onto Anne, and how did she avoid screaming for as long as she did? The second there was one bug on my face, it would have been over, but she had like 10 of them all over, and she was just like, I can't even judge her for breaking there. Although I might have just swatted them off, I guess.
Well, Loggle, another day, another step closer to bankruptcy.
Okay, so this poor man was just trying to go home after a long day of work where these 3 kids came in, took a picture of his map, which is basically robbing him, and then those 3 kids show back up being chased by the cursed monster that he tried to warn them about. I would be so mad. This man deserves a rage nap.
What's it gonna take to get rid of this thing?
20 years to carve.
I don't even think this is funny. This is just so cruel. This poor woodworker is having all of his life destroyed because these three teenagers didn't listen to his warning. That's so upsetting to me. Polly with limbs is terrifying. Polly scared me as a tadpole who couldn't do anything, and now they gave her fully functioning body parts. And she, literally zero hesitation, is trying to take on this terrifying mantis.
I'm gonna save your face!
Phew.
Okay, as horrifying as this bug tree creature is, I kind of feel bad for him too, because they did break into his house and rip off his antenna. He is kind of just defending himself, and now he's getting his face sandpapered and getting beat up by wood arms and shit. And she's about to release termites on him, as if he was in the wrong at a single point in this episode.
Cool. This world is messed up.
No, he's just a little cutie pie. Oh my god, I love him. Look at his big pink eyes. He just had a rough wooden shell. He's just a sweet little guy. Listen to the noise he makes. Oh my god.
This doesn't even begin to cover the damages you've caused to my shop.
Good for him, honestly. He should take that shit because you did literally ruin this man's livelihood.
Oh. Oh. I like this. You can go.
That pen is not equivalent to the rest of his shop at all, but as long as he's happy, that's fine. I just think he's really underselling his value here.
I was goofing around and I broke your favorite cane.
You what?
I know. I'll show myself out.
We'll come visit you, Anne. We promise.
Just when I was starting to like you.
Okay, I know that he's gonna let her stay because of this, like, heartwarming display of affection or something, but honestly, he does have every right to kick her out. She literally broke his stuff after he explicitly was like, please stop messing around, I'm going to kick you out if you keep doing this, and then she did it anyway.
And, truth be told, I was never gonna throw you out. I was just talking tough so that you'd show me a little bit more respect.
Guys, Hot Pop deserves all the respect in the world. He has one child struggling with addiction, and then he has Sprig. And then they threw Anne into this hot mess of a family, and he has to deal with all of this by himself. He's the only responsible adult in this situation. They're going around breaking his stuff, they're sneaking out, they're almost dying, and he's just doing his best.
I wrote a long list of comebacks to get you back for this morning.
I love him. I love him so much. You ever take a shower after an argument and you think of everything you could have said? I like that he committed to saying it anyway. He came back and he said, I'm gonna dig this horse out of the ground and I'm gonna beat it to prove my point.
The moment is past, hasn't it?
Don't let them dull your sparkle, Hot Pop. The moment has never passed, and I respect you for bringing it back up.
Coming at ya! Backhand!
The amount of bugs in this world makes me certain that I'm glad I will never have to end up there. There are so many, like, fantasy worlds or isekais where they end up in a different world where I'm like, wow, I wish I could go there. Like, I wish this was my story. Even with the Owl House, where, like, she gets to go to the Boiling Isles, I think I could do that. Other than the Spider Rain, I could do the Boiling Isles. I could not live in this world.
Stay back! Darn burrow bugs must have chewed the water pipes.
My room, my stuff.
Don't worry, Anne, I saved your stuff.
I like that he tried to save her stuff. Obviously, he just listed everything he couldn't save, but he got, like, her backpack. And then she probably had the other stuff out and he just, like, couldn't get it. But I like that he tried to save her stuff.
Anne can bunk with me in my room. How fun will that be?
Roommates?
Heck yeah.
They're so bestie coded. I love that they're bestie coded. I feel like this roommate thing might not work out. Rooming with your best friend is never a good idea, though.
I don't know. Being friends is one thing, but roommates?
Exactly.
You think you know someone until they're in your space.
Right. Being best friends with somebody and living with somebody are completely different scenarios, and they can ruin friendships. Don't room with your bestie unless you're certain it's going to work out. That's why I roomed with my brother in college, because I lived with him my whole life.
Thanks. I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start with the crown jewel.
Oh my god, he collects little guys. He's just like me.
Coming!
Oh, sorry, dude.
What was that?
What? Haven't you ever had a pillow fight before?
Heads up!
She's gonna break his action figures. She's gonna break his action figures. That's what's gonna happen, and I'm so stressed out about it.
Just gonna move General Bog Breath safely over here.
Yeah, gotta keep that doll out of harm's way.
They didn't break the action figures yet. I feel like I was holding my breath for that entire scene. I am still not 100% sure it's going to be avoided. I do think they're gonna fight over Anne calling them dolls, though.
Sweat melted cheese. Frogs don't sweat, so I'd be cheese free.
If frogs don't sweat, how do they know what sweat is? Because unless Anne has previously explained sweat to them, they wouldn't have the concept, right?
Melting.
Better. Freezing.
Okay, that one isn't really anyone's fault. They just exist at different temperatures, which sucks, but like, it's Sprig's room, so I feel like Anne kind of has to deal with being too hot. She's not going to, but that is the correct outcome in this scenario.
Go away.
First time I've ever seen you sleep in so late.
Is Sprig blue because he's cold, or is this just like a glitch?
Couch is still free in case there's trouble in paradise.
No way.
Hot Pop is so correct. You literally just go sleep on the couch. If you guys like your room at different temperatures, that doesn't mean that you're bad friends. It just means you literally need to be sleeping in different rooms.
They're gonna eat each other alive.
Oh, absolutely.
Polly gets it. Polly's so correct. Everybody knows that this is not going to go well. Living with your friend never goes well, but I'm just hung up on the fact that they like to sleep at different temperatures. That's not a fixable like thing. Okay, I was literally gonna be like, Anne is the bad roommate, like blah blah blah, like snoring happens, what are you gonna do about it? And then he stuck his tongue out on her, and now they're both equally as bad as each other, in my opinion.
If I can get there without tripping over all these dirty clothes.
Yeah, I think it's your wet towels on the ground that'll get in your way.
I can leave my towels on the floor of my room.
He's right though. He absolutely can leave his towels on the floor in his room. Anne is the guest and should be acting like one, and she just simply isn't, and it's driving me insane.
Hey, Sprig.
She's gonna break his stuff. She's gonna break the action figures. This is gonna be the scene. Do I have to unpause? What if I just end the video here? What if we just don't finish it and we pretend this doesn't happen?
Fight! No, wait, stop!
No. No, I knew it was gonna break. I'm happy that she didn't, like, directly break it, and he technically is the one who jumped into it, and that's why it broke. But, like, it's still her fault, and I'm not excited for this confrontation.
Spring against the world, right?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I know he's about to lose his mind, but I'm so glad it didn't immediately start with him saying something he would regret. I'm so stressed out about this right now. I don't think you guys understand the amount of anxiety coursing through my veins.
Oh, that leak has got to be around here somewhere.
I know, right? What are you doing here?
If this leads to a fight, it's actually gonna annoy me. Him being mad about his action figure is fine. If that caused a fight, I would have understood. But if they're mad that they both don't want to be sharing a room, that's crazy, because they are both on the same page.
Something's got my leg! Hang on, I'm coming! Sprig!
Something might have your leg, but something has all of Sprig. That wrapped around his whole body. I do not know how that man is getting out of this scenario here. Why does it look like that? Why is everything in this world nightmare fuel? There's more than one of them? I thought it was one that had both of them. I didn't think that it was two and they each like had their own thing to fight. Oh my god, they're teaming up too. I didn't even know that was an option. We got duo fights. And Sprig still hit him up on his own. Sprig is way stronger than I thought.
Had enough, river losers? There's more where that came from.
I can't believe how well they're handling these guys. I feel like it's about to go downhill, but like I'm impressed. Sprig hit them up like together. I didn't realize he was jacked like that.
What the heck's going on down here?
Some of us are trying to sleep.
Guys, Polly scares me still. I'm glad they took her limbs away because she was really intimidating when she had hands.
Best friend really is a bust.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're finally talking? Sharing a room doesn't make you friends. Being honest with each other does.
Guys, Hop Pop is the wisest person in this show. Everything this man says is just straight truth. People gotta listen to this man more, honestly.
So, Anne, would you rather smell like rotten eggs or have hiccups every day for the rest of your life?
Okay, actually that was a really good way to solve that. Like, them being lonely was like fine. I just didn't want them to move back into a room together, so this was a really cute solution.
I think I'd... Didn't anyone fix the leak?
Okay, that was fun. That was a fun episode, honestly. I really like seeing Sprig and Anne be like good friends to each other. The roommate thing was funny. I'm glad that there wasn't like a huge fight where they were like overly mean over the action figure. Sprig just kind of took a breath and left, and I respect the maturity that that takes. The first half of the episode was definitely my favorite. As much as I felt bad for the poor woodworker, I really enjoyed them going to like hunt down the cursed tree and everything, and then getting chased by the bug. I loved the little guy that he turned into. It was so cute. But I'm gonna end the episode here. Please comment what you guys thought was funny, if you guys have any other shows you want me to react to, your favorite parts of this episode, etc. Tell me how long it took for YouTube to let you know I posted, because copyright is definitely gonna be a problem here. Anyway, I've been recording for like an hour, and I still need to record Hell of a Boss videos so I can upload those. So, bye guys!